Midday sleepiness isn't a personal failure, it's biology. But there's a thin line between a nap that helps you and a nap that works against you. And it has actually been measured. NASA measured it directly. A 26-minute nap on long-haul flights raised crew performance by 34% and alertness by 54%. Landing almost exactly inside the 20 to 30-minute window, sleep science says makes the difference. This film is about that window and why it has edges. That heavy-eyed feeling around 2 in the afternoon isn't just a full stomach. It shows up even on an empty one because it's wired into the body's own clock, a second, smaller dip riding on top of the big one at night. Researchers call it a bi-circadian rhythm. The same clock that drops you into sleep at night nudges you again about 12 hours later. A bad night's sleep makes the afternoon dip worse, but it never fully goes away, even after a good one. Fighting it head-on is optional. Working with it is the point of this film. Across the Mediterranean, an afternoon nap after lunch is a habit generations old, not laziness, just a culture that never fought its own biology. The instinct runs deeper than any one country. An early afternoon rest shows up across much of the animal kingdom too, not only in humans. There's a mindset shift underneath all of it. Stop treating that afternoon slump as a problem to fight and start treating it as a signal, something to schedule around rather than push through. That reframe alone is most of the battle. The rest of this film is how to schedule it well. Here's the study behind that number. NASA studied 21 long-haul crews flying 3 pilot rotations with no relief pilot. 1 pilot per crew got a scheduled rest period. Left alone, the nap group slept for about 26 minutes on average. Against crews with no rest at all, the nap group's performance came out 34% higher and their alertness 54% higher. 21 crews is not a huge sample, but it's a real controlled measurement in a job where getting it wrong is catastrophic, not a survey question. Here's the mechanism behind the book's ceiling. In this same first sleep cycle, deep, slow-wave sleep doesn't begin until about 30 minutes in. Light sleep comes first. A nap that ends before that mark statistically never reaches the deep stage at all. One that runs past it risks waking you out of the middle of it, foggy and slow instead of sharp. That's also why waking up from a nap isn't the same as waking up sharp. Give yourself a few minutes before anything that needs your full attention. The fog from a short nap clears fast, but it isn't instant. One more trick from the research. Caffeine doesn't hit the moment you swallow it. It has to clear your stomach and reach your blood first, which means a coffee drunk right before a short nap can start working right as you wake up, instead of fighting your eyelids on the way down. Researchers tested this directly on 10 sleepy drivers in a simulator. A short nap under 15 minutes, a caffeine dose, or a placebo, each before a monotonous afternoon drive. Both the nap and the caffeine measurably cut driving errors and drowsy brainwave activity compared to placebo. And combining them is the whole idea behind a coffee nap. There's a cost on the other side of a long nap. Sleep pressure builds all day and only discharges while you're asleep. A 20-minute nap barely touches it, but a 2-hour one spends a real share of what you'd otherwise carry into tonight. Spend too much of it in the afternoon and falling asleep at your normal bedtime gets harder, not easier. Which is also why timing matters as much as length. Nap in that early afternoon dip, and you're borrowing from a pressure curve that still has hours to rebuild before bedtime. Nap late, past 4 in the afternoon, and there's far less time left to rebuild it before you're expected to fall asleep again. A meta-analysis of nearly 290,000 people found the relationship between nap length and type 2 diabetes risk isn't a straight line. It's a J. No added risk shows up through about 40 minutes a day. Past an hour, the risk climbs to 46% higher than not napping at all. A 2000 Japanese study of over 300 Alzheimer's patients and their relatives found the same shape for memory decline. Naps under 30 minutes tracked with better outcomes than either skipping naps or napping long. This series could not verify its exact ratios past the abstract, so none appear on screen. Only the direction, which agrees with everything else in this chapter. Some workplaces have already built this into the day: quiet rooms, a scheduled 20 minutes, no stigma attached. The logic is simple. A team fighting sleepiness all afternoon gets less done than one given 20 minutes to reset. The book behind this series offers its own 4-step version. Pick a fixed early afternoon slot, hold something warm for a few minutes beforehand, its own suggestion, not a separate finding. Set a 20-minute alarm and get up the moment it rings, no lingering. Treat it as a starting recipe, not a proven protocol on top of everything else in this film. Put NASA's 26 minutes next to everything else in this film. Past the point, deep sleep begins at minute 30. It would have started clawing back sleep inertia. Short of the book's 20-minute floor, some of that recovery would have been left on the table. 26 minutes sits almost exactly in the middle of the window, not a round number chosen for convenience, just where the study's own pilots happen to land. 5 things precisely. The afternoon dip is real biology, not a personal failing. NASA measured a 26-minute nap raising performance 34%. Deep sleep doesn't begin until about minute 30, which is why the ceiling sits there. A nap that runs long borrows against tonight's sleep. And past about an hour, the same habit that helps you starts working against you. You don't control how tired 2 in the afternoon makes you, but you do control whether the next 20 minutes are spent fighting it or using it. Set the alarm and get up the moment it rings.